remember when I said that I had more than one Celestiad in the last part? Well, I had a good look at my menu, and it turns out that wasn't the case. Now, I had 3 of them. One from the Oracle Ascension guy over in Altissia, the other one from Pideo's Dungeon, and one from Castlemark. Well, here's the here's the Celestiad, and apparently the other 2 had disappeared thanks to the update. Because I also had multiple Black Hoods as well. So, apparently, thanks to that update, it's now been 1 apiece. So, yeah, if you do try to go back into Castlemark and you already have Celestiad, you get a Hypno Crown. So now, here's my footage of my failed first run with a battle with Bifrost. And, yeah, it was not my smartest idea ever. I mean, I was on the last leg of my Magitech exosuit. Thing is, that update made it to where not only do I take damage from the exosuit, but also the exosuit's power will run out anyway if you're still donning it. So even if you don't have any damage, you're still gonna take it. And I'm about to show you why it's a bad idea to use magic against Bifrost. Oh god, I just pretty much lost whatever amount of damage I had from that one hit. That was a stupid move. So now let's go on ahead and put on something else. I guess freezing will work. Oh wait, that's right. Using the whatchamacallit, using the Tricast actually did more damage to harm, it actually did more harm than good, and now you'll start seeing my health dwindle. Because I think the paling just came off. Yep, there it goes. And now everybody's burned. See, this is the bullshit that I'm talking about with Square Enix. I mean, why would they have it in their right mind to take away the only thing that you could use to actually save yourself? Oh, and just like that, I'm done. And wait, why are people just sitting there watching me die? It's just ridiculous. And apparently you're supposed to be getting the Great Chamberlain and the Grand Chamberlain in order for me to survive, just in case my health drops between 50 and 100. Oh, and if you are going to use magic, make sure it's Ignis and not you. Because when you use magic, as you can wholeheartedly see, and I drop my... Oh, God! He hit me hard again! Son of a bitch! Help me! Help me! Help me! Oh, thank you! We gotta go help Prompto! We gotta help Prompto! We can't let him die! Oh, wait, never mind. He's been helped. Thank God, Ignis! Thank God! And... Oh! There I go again! And look! Look! He's been dropped down to half! And there I go, and since I can't use any items, I can't heal. And that's why Update 120 sucks. You see, if they didn't have that update, I would have been able to beat that damn dungeon the first time when I first played it. But I was trying it out for this whole entire run that I'm doing. And speaking of which, now we can play Part 2 proper by going into the Keycatrich Trench. Now, the difference between this and Castlemark, this is actually more of a maze rather than a descending tower. So on that note, we're just going to open this vault and break on in. I mean, what else do we have to lose? Besides, I'm pretty sure you already saw that I have a Hyper Magnum, and that was from one of my save files. Actually, I think it was the second save file that I had, not the first, that I happened to score the Hyper Magnum, which happens to be in the very place that we're going to go to. And I'm going to show you that, because obviously there's enemies here. Now, from here on in, there's level 50 and below, meaning this is by far the easiest dungeon in the entirety of the game. Well, in game anyway. You want to try to take this vault once you get the keys on. By all means do so, but it would be in your best interest to be at level 80. Not for the rest of the dungeon, but rather for the boss. And even then, that's to a certain extent. So, with that said, pick up any treasure you happen to get your hands on. Because there's always going to be a treasure wherever you find battles. And by the way, this is probably one of 2 dungeons that only got 1 haven here. So bear in mind that, because I do believe there are other vaults that has more than 1. Castlemark has about 4 of them. And I do believe Crestholm has about 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Crestholm has about 10 of those vaults. So, yeah, bear that in mind. But the good news about this is we're not in Castlemark anymore. That was last part. That's this part. This part we're here, and we got items to our disposal. So, therefore... oh, yeah, and also we have multiple paths at our disposal, too. So make sure you try to explore as far as you can to the multiple paths. Now you'll know that you're going the right way if the path behind you completely blocks off even after you take on the enemies. Now I did say in the ground rules that I was not going to show off all the enemies, but here is the thing. There are going to be pathways, and I gotta show those off. So, and sometimes those pathways will actually lead you to some great items. Sometimes they'll lead you to crappy ones. Also, there is a new update on what type of sword or weapon you get here in the dungeon. One that actually pisses me off, to be honest. And I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But for right now, we're going to descend even further into the palace. I mean, into the tower, sorry. It's not really a palace, to be quite frank. And now we run into Galvanades. Oh yeah, these annoying pricks. I remember them. I've now come to a point where I can take them on without the Magitech exosuit. It just feels so good to do that. Now, just descend any further. If you can't descend any further, by all means, turn back, because it's probably a dead end. But if you can, you're practically going the right. Oh God, yeah, these guys are kicking my ass seriously. But they're not as bad off as you think. I mean, we're at level 100 anyway. So, oh, Shadow Timepiece, not bad. Let's see if there's anything else down here. I mean, I'm also trying to keep a watch for the time. Because again, once we get to the bottom, yeah, there's going to be battles, and I don't want the time to end up cutting off in the middle of battle. That would be a pain in the ass to pause, and then the enemy gets the upper hand on me. So now we've come to a point that's a crossroads. Something that is kind of an MO for not just this vault, but I do believe the next vault in part 3, and I'm pretty sure another vault also has a crossroads like this too. So you might want to try to check all the vaults if you can. I'm more than sure that you can. You might want to check them all, because you may be missing some important stuff. Now, just bear in mind that depending on where you go, you may end up being locked into that path. And if you are, you're practically going the right way to the boss of the stage. I mean, of the vault. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but just in case you wanted to try to go somewhere different, make sure you explore all the vaults. And I think I just went the wrong way. Oh, here we go. And I do believe that, let me try to think, there's going to be some higher powered,
Let's go. Yep.
flan that's going to be at the bottom of this temple. So bear in mind that your magic is not going to do any good here. I mean, sure, you can use fire or ice magic. Oh, wait, see? Here we go. Black Flan. Remember these guys? They're from Crestone Channels. But here's the thing. They're practically nothing. And I repeat, nothing compared to the fact that we have Golden Tail Soup, which is giving us permanent criticals. And also on the top of the fact that we don't even need to use magic because the daggers that I'm using, which is the Zwil Crossblades, actually have good combo ability. Oh, and by the way, this path leads to a gold bangle. So, again, check all the paths and make sure you don't take the mandatory path, because if you take the mandatory path, you miss out on some good items. But if you don't, yeah, you may be wasting a little bit of time, but you'll be finding some good items along the way. And I think I just came from here, didn't I? No, I don't think I did. But yeah, this is a straightforward and easy palace to go to. No biggie. I mean, easy vault. Why do I keep calling it a palace? This is completely underground. And yeah, it's completely dark too. And yes, we have the... What are these damn things again? Eshkabagals. Oh yeah, I keep seeing these guys every time we are in the main game. And more importantly, we have to hunt these guys at least 5 or 6 times in the hunts. But yeah, we gotta bear that in mind too. Oh, I almost forgot something very, very important that I should mention. Yeah, by the way, the time ran out right after I finished the battle. But as I was saying, I forgot something very important that I forgot to mention about these bolts. Oh, and here's our haven. And here's the weapon that pisses me off the much. The Dominator. Or the Dominion, if I was. It was originally called the Dominion. Now it's called the Dominator. The Dominator was originally in... It was originally in Xenogoddess, and now it's here. It is actually a Volt weapon, so that is something for Gladio and Noctis, so I'm giving it to Gladio, because, yeah, he's pretty damn powerful with that Dominator. So that's just one more weapon that we have at our disposal. Sorry, that's my chair creaking in the background, my bad. But it pisses me off that the Dominator was not only for sale in Xenogoddess, but also for sale in the Melcadio HQ, and also was a weapon that you could pick up on the way while you were trying to get out of Xenogoddess. But they moved that weapon, put the Hyperion in its place, and put it here. Why did they do that? There's a lot of weapons that's been changed and items that's been changed around. And items that's been, like, either made less expensive or more expensive. But I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, all the stuff that I tried to write down for notes in my first initial playthrough of this game, they don't mean shit. So if you, again, see somebody with the definitive way to beat the Volts, or definitive way to beat certain area, or the definitive way to beat the, what stage would that be? The definitive way to beat Xenogoddess, or the definitive way to beat Melusine, or the definitive way to beat, or definitive way to Farmer. Anything that says definitive way, or the actual real way, or the easy way, avoid those videos like the plague, because guess what? They're not going to do any good because of the updates. Anyway, I was talking over and I just got finished curb stomping these new flan. I think they are I forgot the name of these things. I'll probably put the name up a little bit before I actually continue on. But there's marshmallows here. Remember those? They were hunts too. And they're a gamma strand, believe it or not. And I think we are in a locked area, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, I missed something. That's what it was. Oh, that's what that was? A high potion? Well, we could just continue. But, yeah. We're going to run into... If you do look on YouTube and my videos aren't showing up in the algorithm, you probably can blame the Google execs for that. But more importantly, you could also blame the catchy clickbait on trying to say that certain things are the definitive way. They aren't the definitive way, because everybody has their own way of actually doing the most in this dungeon. Like, I have my own way of trying to beat this dungeon, but I also try to warn you guys of any new updates that happen while I was recording. Which, by the way, those updates probably have happened while, one, people have beaten the game or chose to put the game down, or two, more often... Oh god, I got jacked in the back by a marshmallow. That's not cool. Or more often, they would try to change the game while I'm in the middle of a certain area. So I just went down here for a quality building stone. Okay, let's just keep going. But again, I have mentioned many times it is best to explore places like this. I also forgot to mention in Castlemark that there are a couple of floors that you could do the same thing. But why would you? Now, bear in mind, there is one other thing that I forgot to mention, and it was very important. Oh yeah, that's right. The 6 cannot actually interfere in any of the vaults. And more importantly, you can't play easy mode on some of the vaults, specifically Castlemark. So yeah, in order for you to even enter in Castlemark, you have to change it to normal. So, bear that in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
And, let's see, there's something else? Oh, right! I almost forgot. You're constantly going to be in battle, so the instant regeneration where you're out of battle will not actually take place unless you're in a haven. So, bear that in mind, too. Oh, crap. I'll be picking this up, and we'll keep going because, yeah, it's another high potion. The fact that I could use items now is just fantastic. Thank God I got rid of Castlemark first, because seriously, these guys. Alright, now the fun really starts when it comes down to the Hecdies. Be careful, because they've already confused Gladiolus and Ignis. And that's the last thing you need is for your teammates to be confused. They could actually prove to be the biggest problem in this dungeon if you don't take them out quick. And you know you're coming to the end because that's pretty much all you're going to be facing is these guys. Oh, and sure enough, I end up running into them and they have confused me. Fantastic. Now, if only I could, well, heal myself. Oh wait, I'm not able to. Oh, I'm not able to use a remedy. I'm not able to use a remedy. That's messed up. Okay, okay. I get it. It's a defense down, so I can't really use a remedy. So I'm gonna have to use muscle stimulants. Oh wait, that's supposed to be for. No wait, muscle stimulants is attack. it's flesh fortifiers, and Vettel is actually for muscles. I mean, no, not muscle. I mean for defense. Okay, I need to calm down. Because I used the wrong item to try to fix my defense down problem. But nonetheless, folks, we're pretty much done. Oh, wait, we got another round of Hectize. And remember these guys? They came from Doral Caves. They are also a Gamma Strand, but more importantly, they are a hunt. So yeah. And I probably may have skipped them because, yeah, I ran into a couple of them. But, I probably skipped them as far as hunts are concerned because, yeah, they were practically just that, a hunt. Now, due to the fact that we were fast enough to kill these things... What did I just pick up? Aww! I thought that was something good. But this was a different path that led us to the Wizard Shield. It's decent, and if Noctis was using bucklers, I'd probably equip that to Noctis, and it would raise his magic. But again, magic is not your friend. Not in this vault, and not in Castlemark, as you probably just witnessed. And more importantly, it's not a friend in... what vault was that? Oh, right! Every other vault that has an enemy. Because the vaults, they do have enemies that are immune to certain magic or have resistance to certain magic. Next part, it definitely has a monstrosity that is only weak to holy. Guess what? You can't make holy. However, you can use the, whatchamacallit, the Arbiter. The Armature, that's what it is. And using Armature chains is the only way to beat that monstrosity down within a half inch of its life. And now we've come to... Yeah, I think we are nearing the end because we've got a couple of more marshmallows to deal with. The marshmallows are not a problem. As a matter of fact, they're just weak. Very weak. And the only reason I used the Magitech Exosuit was to speed things up. Because I wanted to try to get all the information out before any changes towards the playthrough. And, of course, I was a little too late. Oh, god damn it. Speaking of being too late, I tried to dodge and I couldn't. And I got confused. Oh, and I got hit by its beam again. Okay, that's just starting to get annoying. Remedy! Yeah, that whole entire spamming the beam thing is getting really, really annoying. Hey, you, come here! There we go. Seriously, I haven't seen so much beam spam since Xenoverse 2. Oh wait, now we can't go that. We can't go back. This is the right way. So I guess we're nearing the end then. Or at least I hope we are. I might as well use this remedy now just in case. Because we're gonna need it. Ah! There it is! Oh shit! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe this is the Lanshu Flan. This is the enemy that is at the bottom of the Keycatrich Trench. It is weak to holy, and magic doesn't do shit. Oh, did I mention one other important aspect of this monstrosity? It uses gravity, and I do believe it does have death magic. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I actually am sure, because if it absorbs you and eats you, and you don't stop it, you're gonna die. Plain and simple. You're gonna have to heal yourself with a remedy. But there is one thing that it is not immune to, and that's gunfire. Okay, actually it is, but the only reason why I'm doing critical hits is because of the Golden Tail Soup. But bear in mind, this guy has about 25,000 attack power. So bear that in mind. And I even took a selfie. I even took a goddamn selfie. I was trying to go for Star Shell because Star Shell is actually your best friend with many of these demons. Hey, somebody help me! Noctis! Noctis! Oh, I've been healed. Awesome. Alright, Star Cell is going on. Now there's only one thing to do. Rain hell! Let's switch over to my SMG and kick its ass! Whew! That was close. And we've got the Hyper Magnum for our troubles. That means we are pretty much done with this vault. 2 down, 6 more to go. And I do believe they are a little bit tougher than Keycatrich, but not as tough as Castlemark. I can hardly say. Now let's see what we get. Okay, we're keeping the death penalty. Oh, that's actually kind of funny, because now that I stop and think about it, the death penalty was supposed to be the weapon you're supposed to get, not the Hyper Magnum. But because of the fact that we have the death penalty already, it switched to the Hyper Magnum. So yeah, that's another update too. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with Keycatrich. And in the next episode of the Lucis Vaults, we'll be going over to Fauso Hollow, as we'll be going into the vault of that area. And I would recommend that you would have Star Shell Max, because that's the only way that it'll save you from getting your ass kicked. But knowing me, I'll probably beat it without using it. See you guys next time.